Welcome to The Ticker, where we give you your daily dose of what's happening now.
So last Friday, we had a great opportunity. We got to go to the first ever RE BarCamp here in San Antonio, Texas. And if you've never been to a bar camp, it's something that you just have to go to. They call it an unconference. Basically, you show up that day, there is no agenda at all, and they just go around the room and they ask questions about what people want to learn and what people can teach, and they just find people to lead these sessions, and then you just break off and you get to choose what you want to learn that day. If you're really wanting to get some nuggets on social media or blogging or video or lead generation or conversion, whatever it is, you get to do it. So we highly recommend that you travel out to a bar camp in your area if you get an opportunity.
It's well worth your time and energy for sure, and we really enjoyed it. We had a great time. It kind of brought together that idea that we've talked about recently about collaboration, and gave us a chance to really enjoy doing that with some of our local people around here. So we talked a lot about blogging, and there was a great enthusiasm about blogging, which I like to see in the real estate industry. I like to see everybody excited about blogging. So we talked about what we thought was the most important things that you can use when you start blogging. And first up is the first of the 3 C's, consistency. It's so important, and to quote Chase on this, he talked to a large group of people and they asked why consistency being your number one nugget of hope towards any type of blog. And he quoted back, how can you have anything else without consistency? I mean, you can't have good content without consistency. You can't have anything that anybody's going to come back to and really hold on to if you don't have consistency. So it's really important to kind of make your agenda and stick to it. It doesn't matter if you're a once a month, once a week, once a day, whatever you pick is fine, but you got to stick with it. You got to have consistency.
Next up is going to be context. Context is so important when it comes to blogging. If you're sharing a topic with a group of kindergartners when it's built for astrophysicists, that's not going to work. They're not going to get the context of what it is you're trying to share with them. So make sure that the next, king of C's is going to be context. Make sure that the information you're sharing is appropriate for the target market that you're trying to, pull out. If you're trying to find local people that are really interested in fitness and health, and that's maybe the market that you're after, well, make sure your writing is built around the context of what they're going to understand in stories and anecdotes and blog posts that they're going to be excited about reading and excited about sharing.
So the third C is content. Oddly enough, everybody thinks that's the most important C and the number one thing when it comes to blogging. They're like, but what about the content? Where do I get the content? I'm worried about the content. How am I going to have enough content? But you will not have content if you're not consistent, because you can have the best content in the world. If you only put it out there one time, it's not good content. And if your context is all wrong, if you're kind of preaching to the wrong choir, you're in a bad spot too. So content is important, but you got to have that consistency and context first. With your content, just make sure that you're bringing in something that is quality. And from there, it's where do I find that content? Find that content. We talked a lot about finding the content in your passion. Finding it in your email box. If you're answering questions, the same questions over and over again, why not post a blog on that? Answer the question in the blog and then refer people back to it. 1, it builds up your audience, and 2, it saves you some time and energy. I mean, how most people say I don't have enough time to blog. This is going to save you time, and you get to blog with great content.
So guys, it's really important to remember these 3 C's if you're building a blog, or if you have one, or let's say it's laying dormant or something like that. Make sure you're consistent, that you're providing the appropriate context, and then of course that you have the content to go along with all of that. Anyway guys, if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe for free over on the side. If you have any questions about blogging, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. We would love to answer those questions.
Absolutely, and you can always check us out on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and even hang out with us on Google+. Bye, guys. Okay, then here we go. Beautiful. Now?
Yeah, now I'm ready. Okay, good.